What does AI represent in Python.py extension? In Python, what does AI represent in .py extension? In PEP 484, it mentions .py is the stub file, but no mnemonic help on the extension. So does the AI mean include? Implementation. Interface.
I think the I in .py stands for interface. Definition for interface in Java. An interface in the Java programming language is an abstract type that is used to specify a behavior that classes must implement. From Python TypeShed GitHub repository, each Python module is represented by a .py stub. This is a normal Python file, i.e., it can be interpreted by Python 3, except all the methods are empty. In MYPY repository, they explicitly mention stub files as public interfaces. A stubs file only contains a description of the public interface of the module without any implementations. Because interfaces do not exist in Python, see this so question between abstract class and interface, I think the designers intended to dedicate a special extension for it. PyE implements stub file, definition from Martin Fowler. Stubs provide canned answers to calls made during the test, usually not responding at all to anything outside what's programmed in for the test. But people are more familiar with interfaces than stub files, therefore it was easier to choose .py rather than .pys to avoid unnecessary confusion.
The I in .py stands for interface. The .py extension was first mentioned in this GitHub issue thread where Jukal says, "I'd probably prefer an extension with just a single dot. It also needs to be something that is not in use, it should not be used by Python, etc. .pys seems to be used in Windows or was. Maybe .py where I stands for an interface definition."
Apparently PyCharm creates .py file for its own purposes. The star.py files are used by PyCharm and other development tools to provide more information, such as PEP 484 type hints, than it is able to glean from introspection of extension types and methods. They are not intended to be imported, executed or used for any other purpose other than providing info to the tools. If you don't use a tool that makes use of .py files, then you can safely ignore this file. See this URL, This comment was found in .py.
Another way to explain the contents of a module that Wing can't figure out is with a PyPython interface file. This file is merely a Python skeleton with the proper structure, call signature, and return values to correspond to the functions, attributes, classes, and methods specified in a module.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.